Well, hello, happy campers. Today we have another gadget that we take with us RVing, and it is the Bluetti EB55. Some people call these solar generators, and they're kind of really not generators. They may work on solar, but that I think is a term that I don't like, because what this effectively is it's a battery and a bunch of ways to utilize that battery, and nothing more and nothing less. The good thing is how you can charge these gadgets, and they're all similar in that respect. You can use your standard household power wall outlet to charge this. You can use the cigarette adapter. Well, it's not called that anymore, is it? The charge port in your car or truck to charge this. Or you can use solar panels to charge this. And in fact, it comes with what you need other than the solar panels to accomplish that. So here's the things that it comes with. This is the power brick that you would use if you're going to plug it into a standard household adapter, plug it into the wall of your house, whatever. And then it also comes with, I have a lot of stuff in my garage, a charge cable, which is really short, but a charge cable for the charge port, not cigarette lighter adapter, in your vehicle. So they go in here, and this is where the household outlet plug-in goes, and this is where you would put this end of that. But one of the things I like about this Bluetti is that this is a standard connector. And so that means I could use, Bluetti does sell their own portable solar panels, or I can use any pretty much standard solar panel like my Go Power panels. And they have that same connector, and there's a charge controller in here to manage the input. So now, because of the way this Bluetti's battery chemistry is, it can really be charged very quickly. So if you take full advantage of maybe 2 sources of power, you can charge this up in like 3.5 hours. That's pretty good. There are other solar generators out there. In fact, I got one right here because I have all kinds of junk in my garage. The Jackery. So there's a big difference between this Jackery and this Bluetti. That Jackery uses a battery chemistry that they claim about 500 to 800 full charge discharge cycles before you start to lose performance. So 500 to 800 times you can fully charge and fully discharge that Jackery. The battery chemistry in the Bluetti is far, far better. Another reason I really like this. It uses lithium iron phosphate, which means you can fully charge and fully discharge this Bluetti 2,500 times before it starts to lose performance. And they claim that basically it's at about 80% power after 2,500 full charge discharge cycles. That is a long time. You have to charge and discharge this thing for years, every single day, to hit that mark. So probably not likely. There is a 2-year warranty on this. Another thing I really like about it, it has 13 different places where you can charge stuff. So there's the, you cannot use this to charge the Bluetti because this is an outgo and this is an income. So there's a 12 volt power port, and then 2 additional 12-volt outlets here. And each of these segments has a switch, so you can turn them on and off as you need, right? It has 4 USB-A and 1 USB-C charge port. And then it has 4 household outlets. And of those 4, 2 of them have a spot where the ground will go, but this is not grounded. So you have 410 volt household outlets. And the good thing is this is pure sine wave power, so you shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable plugging in expensive toys like laptops and that sort of stuff. In fact, using the USB-C adapter, I can plug in my MacBook Pro and charge it from there. And it absolutely will charge the MacBook Pro. There's a fancy display, so if you turn on one of these, not sure you can see that, so I'll zoom in, but it shows state of charge and how much consumption there is. And I had mentioned 13 places to charge. The 13th is on top here. It's an induction charger, so you can drop your phone or whatnot up here and it will charge it by magic. Well, no, actually induction. And there's even a fancy little handle. So all of these companies, Bluetti, Jackery, Ugreen, you name it, have different variations of these solar generators or portable power stations. If you're going to buy a portable power station, what you might want to know is how much power you're going to need, and then buy based on that. For example, this Bluetti will run a CPAP machine overnight, no problem. It'll do it 2 days in a row based on typically how much a normal CPAP machine consumes. It will charge my laptop for a full 24 hours. Laptop has its own battery, so there you go. But this is a smaller unit. Let's see, I have the specs. Again, know what you're going to power. For example, this will operate a Starlink for, I think, 12, 14 hours-ish. But that's assuming that you don't have some other source plugged in. So, for example, if you have a solar panel plugged in that's bringing in power, and then the Starlink is taking out power, this is an MPPT controller, and what that basically means is that you can pull in power and put out power at the same time. And that's also not true of the Jackery. The Jackery, they say, don't do that. So again, better battery technology in this Bluetti over like the Jackery. So who would buy something like this? Why do you want any portable power station, and particularly this one? Well, for camping. You can power an induction cooktop with this. That will work. Crock pot. So I use this to power my Bodega 12-volt cooler in the truck. And what I did is I plugged this into the power port of the truck and plugged the cooler into here. And then when I was driving, of course, it kept the cooler cool, which was pretty cool. And when I was not driving, the power from the truck stopped, but the battery in this kept the cooler running. So it makes a great, like, cooler runner. Other things, like I say, you could use this to run Starlink. You could use this to run a CPAP machine if you're off-grid camping. You can charge phones and laptops and all that sort of stuff with the various ports on here. So if you live in a place where the power might go out off and on, these things are great to have because you're not simply out of luck, SOL, if the power goes out. And you still have, you know, the thing that we all want, we want our phones and laptops to work still. You could also plug a Wi-Fi network. I knew I could think of the word. You could plug a Wi-Fi network into this, and then now you've got communication with the outside world if the power goes out. So that's assuming that they have power. So there you go. So basically, these things are great to have around. We've got quite a few of them. What I do is I keep this one in the house for the laptop and that sort of stuff. But when we go camping, I throw this in the back seat with the bodega cooler, keep the cooler cool, and that way also I have my devices running even with the engine of our truck turned off. How do I like this compared to some of the others? Compared to the Ugreen, I'd say it's comparable. I like this about as well. The Ugreen has a larger battery, so more capable. But again, Bluetti also sells one with a larger battery, and this is a known good brand. Compared to the Jackery, I mean, night and day. I prefer this so much more to the Jackery for these reasons. Standard connectors. I don't have to buy Jackery's solar panels. I can, but I don't have to. I can just use solar panels if I happen to have a garage full of them, which I do. I like 2-year warranty. I like the battery chemistry in this. Things I think the display could be more, have more things on it, more details. They cover up the connector and they cover up the power port. I kind of wish there was a little door for these connectors because they can get schmutz in them. One more thing, there is a big old bright light on the back of this. And it flashes SOS. So overall, would I buy one of these with my own hardly earned money? Yeah, absolutely. I really like them. I think Bluetti has done a good job with this, and they have packages that have solar panels. I'll put an Amazon link below, and yeah, it's a 2 thumbs up. Oh wait, it's a 3 thumbs up. I forgot about the little hand. Did you know we do a weekly podcast all about fun things to learn and know in the RV space? We also have a weekly newsletter. We have all kinds of great tips, tricks, ideas, and tips at stressescamping.com. So I hope we're able to serve you. And you know how to follow, like, subscribe, all that nonsense. And if we provide good content for you, well, I hope you will. And in the meantime, I hope you are enjoying some great camping, whether that's boondocking or park camping, whatever suits you. Hopefully we can make your life a little easier with these kind of tips and tricks. And happy camping!